morning YouTube, Trekfox here and welcome back to another video. Now it's going to be more of a vlog video more than anything else. I don't really have anything to show you guys in terms of movies. Well, I have, but I might save that for another video. I am expecting something today from Amazon, so we'll just have to wait and see if that does come today. If it does come today, I will throw it into the video. But yeah, I did say that my last video might be my last, and I have had a bit of time to think about that, and I've actually come to the conclusion that I was just a bit burned out from work over Christmas and the New Year, so there will be more coming from me. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to actually go through I'm not 100% sure if I'm actually going to go through the changes to the channel that I said about, and to be honest, I don't know whether there's an awful lot of point in it, because I'm happy with it, you know, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, basically. So yeah, so today I've not really got an awful lot on. It's 20 past 9 now, something like that, in the morning, obviously, and I'm on my way through to Carlisle, but I'm not going to do my usual thing. I'm going to do something a little different. I decided a couple of weeks ago that I was going to go on to a specific type of diet, which is low carbs and lower sugar, because I've been feeling really down and out this last few months. You probably won't have noticed in the other videos, but I was really feeling sluggish, and that was due to the fact that I was eating a lot of crap, and I mean a lot of crap. There was a lot of takeouts, that kind of thing, and I know it's not good. I know it's not good for you, and I've spoken, and I may have spoken about this in a previous video. But yeah, I've decided to do this, and so far it ain't going too bad. I did severely cold turkey last Wednesday, and that wasn't a very pleasant experience, so I've had to sort of slowly bring my sugar intake down, because I went for 3 days without any sugars, and that was not a very good thing, because I'm fairly sugar I was, up until last week, I was very sugar dependent. The amount of sodas and coke and all that kind of thing I was drinking was, you probably wouldn't, it's pretty much unthinkable, really. I mean, I know there's people out there that have had severe addictions to sugar when it comes to coke and all that sort of thing, but you know, and I've actually seen those knocking about on TV and on the social media platforms and everything else. But yeah, I thought, right, I really need to do something about this. So I've started, and I have started, and it's been quite an experience. I'm feeling, I mean, I'm only a week and a half in, and I'm starting to feel a lot better already. As with anything, it takes time, but getting back to what I'm doing today, I'm going through to Carlisle because I'm going to go for a swim. It's not so much for the fitness, it's just something I want to do. I enjoy it, so I'm going to go and have a swim. I'm not a professional swimmer. I just enjoy it. But a lot of people probably will tell me if anyone does comment on this video that it is a really good form of exercise, and yes, it is. I agree. I completely agree. You get a complete body workout when you go swimming, and so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But the other thing that I'm hoping to do today, if I can, I messaged my brother earlier on this morning to see if he wants to meet up for lunch. I'm going to enjoy I'm going to enjoy that. I've not seen him for quite some time. He only lives 15 minutes down the road in the car as well. So and it's kind of, you're probably thinking, why don't you just go and see him? Well, the problem is, with me being a chef, I work all these obscure hours, as I've already mentioned, and he works for a city council, so he does a consistent 9, I wouldn't say 9 to 5, maybe a 9 to 6 or something like that, depending on the workload that he's got. So it's difficult to kind of find the time to see him and his children. But hopefully he messages me back and say, yeah, we're good to go for lunch and that. So yeah, looking forward to that. But it's his son's, my nephew's birthday on Saturday, and I've got his presents ready in the back of the car here. So so I'm going to hand those over to him. If this all doesn't go as planned, I'll just send them off to my mum and dad's when I'm done with my swim. It's an extra journey for me, but I've got nothing else to do today, you know. So we'll just see how this goes. So the next time you see me, I should be outside my destination. Okay guys, so I've just arrived at my destination. I'm at the pools in Carlisle, so I'm just going to head on in there, and I'll be out in maybe about an hour and a half. See what my brother says, and if we can get to that, and if I can get to that lunch, that'll be great. So we'll see you soon. Okay guys, so I've just finished up at the pools. I wasn't in there as long as I thought I was going to be. I got a little bit fed up, plus the fact that it was getting quite crowded in there, so I thought it would probably be a good time to stop where I was. I didn't really get as good a swimming as I thought I would have. My fitness levels, as expected, are not very good. I wasn't able to manage a mile swim, which is about 65 up and downs, something like that. I couldn't even manage that, so I thought I'll just stop where I am. I'm nicely freshened up now. I actually look awake now compared to what I did before. So yeah, I've still not heard from my brother, so I've messaged him on his other phone to see if I get anything back in the next maybe half an hour or so, something like that. But I'm going to head into town now and have a little wander around. Won't be doing any hunting at all, because I've not got an awful lot of money left from my paycheck from last week, so I'll probably just end up just walking around Carlisle. So we'll see you soon. Well, that turned out to be a massive failure, everyone. I didn't hear from my brother, unfortunately, so lunch is kind of off the cards. I wasn't really expecting an awful lot from that, to be really honest, because he's a difficult person to sort of like get in touch with, as much as I am, really, if I've got to be fairly honest. But you know, it's just one of those, we see each other as and when we can. I think, you know, it's just have to just put my car in so I can get out. Now we're on our way out, on our way out the multi-story car park. But yeah, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, but you know, what can you do when you work when you work flat out for the hours that we do? You know, there's not really much all you can do, you know. But yeah, so I should have actually phoned my mum and dad beforehand. So I might just quickly pop over to my brother's house in Brigham and just drop it off. With a bit of luck, there's shouldn't really be anybody in. I do have a key to get in, so I'll just drop it off and I'll just leave Claire and Steve a message just to let them know that I've left Aidan's present and card there for Saturday, and hopefully I'll try and put it somewhere where he won't find it as well, because he can be a bit well, I'm not going to say nothing. I might get into trouble. So yeah. So I've come empty-handed. I did actually have a little look to see what was in store. Which wasn't a great deal. There wasn't really anything there that really took my fancy as such. I'm not disappointed with the fact that I didn't find anything, because really I don't really have an awful lot of money to my name, as I probably mentioned before. But you know, I'm forgetting things, and I put that down to the fact that I'm getting old. You know, I'm 38 this year, and I am getting a bit forgetful, I really do have to say. But I got the one thing done that I did want to do when I was there. I've had this watch now for quite a few years. I think I got it back in, I think, 2007, maybe 2006, something like that, for I think it was either a Christmas or a birthday present, and it was very loose on me. But I've had a couple of other problems with it, with regards to like the hands not turning, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. I changed the battery, or at least I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I did actually change a battery, but it didn't actually work. So I've took it into a watch specialist, and I've got it fixed. I've had a couple of links taken out, fits like a gem, and it turned out that the reason why the hands weren't turning as such was because it functions with two different batteries, one for the digital display and the other one for the for the motor for the hands. And I was like, right, okay, so that solves that problem. So at least now I know what I need. At least now I know what needs to be done. But knowing which battery is for which is going to be a bit of a problem the next time I need to change it, because I wasn't actually there when he did. I wasn't actually there when he made the changes. I was out having a little browse. But yeah, I'm empty-handed, which isn't a great loss really. If I've got to be fair. So yeah. So I'm heading out of Carlisle now. I'm heading along the 5-9. I always get these roads mixed up. I was saying I'm not on that road just yet. I'm not far off, but I'm not far off it. I'm heading towards the 595 and the 596 to take me back to Workington or Cockermouth. Now when I say Cockermouth, I'm not, but for those people who are watching in America, if there are any Americans watching this, Cockermouth is actually a name of a town. And there's a reason why it's called that. It's because there is a river that runs through the town called the River Cocker, and the name Cockermouth comes from like the mouth of the River Cocker. Strangely enough, I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but that's the way it is, and that's the way it is. So yeah, that's your a little history lesson for you. That's the little history lesson for you guys. So yes, that's where I'm heading. I'm either heading for Workington or Cockermouth, depending on which road it may be. But yeah. Quite enjoying this little drive actually, to be honest. It's been nice. It's been nice having 2 days off together, to be honest with you. I've not had them together for a long time. They've been split up for a good few months now, and this is just something I need. I need this just to. I need it to. Just to chill out really. I sat down all day yesterday. I did absolutely nothing yesterday, more or less. Well, I'm saying nothing. I had to go through to Penrith because there was a couple of things that I needed to do there. I made a bit of a silly mistake, if I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to tell you this because that might get a bit of a laugh. My nephew Aidan, that I'm dropping presents off for. Obviously, I said it's his birthday on Saturday. Now, I initially. When I was looking for this birthday card, I picked a card up on the notion of this particular thing, and I think you know where I'm going with this, and I kind of got his age wrong. I thought he was coming up 5. Now, because of this the reason for this is fairly sound, but still, when you've known him for as long as you have, you should really know this is the thing. And I just had a bit of a, oh God's sake, John, come on moment, you know. It was one of those. I'd bought a card that had a 5th birthday for him, and it wasn't until, because the reason why I had to do this was because my niece, Aiden's sister, her birthday is in and around the same sort of time in September, and I can never remember which way around the birthdays are. So I was thinking that Aiden's birthday was on the 22nd or the 24th of January. Because of that fact, there's only like so many days between their birthdays, even though they're in different months, and the fact that there's 2.5 years between them. Well, three years you could really say, if you wanted to be technical. It's 2.5 years. Anyway, so yeah, I bought the card thinking he was 5. Now, when I pulled out my little, sometimes I use this thing as a bookmark because it's like a page splitter, a page splitter, if that's what you call it in America, whatever. I'm not really that fussed about what the correct names are for things. A bookmark, what we call it in the UK, and with him as a baby and his date of birth, and it came up as the 26th of January 2015. I thought, I've got the wrong card. It's just a good job it's just the card. So I had to go through to Penrith to correct that mistake, and I've sorted that out. That's all fine. Everything's already in the back of the car now. So yeah, I'm just going to drop all that off for him. So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to go now. So I've come out of Carlisle. I'm out of Carlisle now, and I'm heading towards the the 595, I think it is. The road takes me directly to Cockermouth. I'll be able to tell you in a minute or so when I hit the roundabout. But yeah, that's my main agenda for today. Other than that, I've got nothing on. So I might, when we get back to the hotel, I'll run through the stuff that I've bought over the last 3 or 4 weeks, over the last month, to finish up this video. So yeah, the 595. The 596 goes directly to Workington, and it goes through the villages Wigton, Aspatria, Crosby Villas and Crosby, Maryport and Siddick. Might do a little trip out at some point. Go around some places. They're not too special really, to be honest, but for something to do. Now I've got my music on in the background. I might put a little bit more, if you can hear that. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you know that is. I've talked about them. I've talked about these lot before. But it's on very low, so I'm hoping that it doesn't get taken down with this Article 13 bullshit that's going on. I'm really, really pissed off at this whole thing. I just hope that there is a resolve. YouTube can come to a resolve with this, so that people can at least be somewhat creative. You know, I'm pretty sure I have spoken about. I'm pretty sure that I have actually spoken about it. But if I haven't, I just don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to reviews, because I don't have the mental capacity to do anything, to talk about a movie off the cuff, quite like Chris Stuckman can, or Flickpick. You know, it's, I mean, you can always have your notes there ready, but I just don't have the ability to be able to do it off the cuff and make it sound good. I've tried and failed a lot of times. It just won't happen. So they're all going to have to be commentary based, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't know what I'm going to do, to be fair. It's a difficult one. But they're gonna, but all the social media platforms with the likes of, you know, Facebook and, like I say, YouTube, Instagram, they're all, well, say Instagram won't be hit by it, I don't think. It won't be as hit as badly as the likes of YouTube and Facebook and all that, but I'm gonna feel sorry for those people that have worked hard at what they've done for so many years, for it all just to come to a grinding halt because of EU protocols. I mean, in a way, I can understand why. I really can, but there needs to be some kind of resolve where people can still do what they're doing. You know, with the likes of the YouTube, you know, there's a lot of people out there, like I said, that have been creating videos, movie reviews, using movie clips and that. What's going to happen there? You know, it just doesn't sound. It just isn't fair on those people, and I really do feel sorry for you guys. I really do, because, like I say, all of this has a knock-on effect. But eventually, I would say, in the coming years, it's going to. This Article 13 stuff is going to affect the entire world, and God knows what's going to happen there. It really could be the end of. It really could be the end of social media as such. You won't be allowed to do anything. It's a very, like I say, it's a very corrupt system what's going on at the moment, and I just think that, like I said, there needs to be a resolve. Something needs to be done before it gets out of hand. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter. I'm saying it doesn't particularly matter to me. It does matter to me, but in terms of how small the channel is, and the fact that I don't have a huge amount of subscribers like Chris Stuckman has. You know, he's got like over 1 million subscribers, and the same with John Flickinger. You know, he's got stupid amount of subscribers and fans. Like to me, it's only got like 21, currently 21. It doesn't matter to me, but it should, you know. If it comes to the fact that I can't do what I'm doing, it's a weight off my shoulders. It's a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to do this. You know, I don't have to create this stuff, but I do because it's what I want to do. It's what I enjoy doing. But as I said, I do at the moment have the choice of whether I want to or whether I don't. So yeah, that's my views on this Article 13. Oh, and by the way, before I forget to say, when I was saying about documenting some drives, I finally got one. I finally got what I need. It isn't so much a camera system. I've just got another platform to stick my phone up. Using my old one. The one I've got currently is that's going to be the camera angle I'll be using on a more regular basis when I'm out in the car, because it makes it easier for me to be able to see what I'm doing. But the other one I've got is going to actually document the drive itself. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll give it a test run. At some point. I'll do a couple of drives and a couple of talks, that sort of thing, on the drive itself. You know, tell you a little bit about everywhere that I'm going, that sort of thing. So yeah, that'll be something to look forward to, I think, guys. So if that sort of thing interests you anyway, it was going to be initially one of the things that was going to be a part of the channel anyway, even with the walks that I'm going to be doing as well. The weather's starting to pick up a little bit, but it's still really cold, a bit too cold to be going up over the tops, even with the amount of layers that you would need to be putting on. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how that transpires. But yeah, like I say, I've got another phone mount for the car. So with a bit of luck, we'll be able to do some good. We'll be able to have some good drives, and so you can see the vast majority of the Lake District. So yeah, that will be something to look forward to. If you're not familiar with this area of the world or England, you're more than welcome to jump on board. Turn that down a little. Like I say, I don't want this video getting taken down. But I do have to say, it's a bit difficult having my music on low, because I normally have it absolutely blasted out of the car. Like, I would say when I'm going through towns, I think people can see my car shake from side to side with the bass. I really do have it blasted, I've got to say. And singing, I'm not a singer, but I do really let rip. Yeah, I'm a terrible singer, really. One thing I do need to do is find a point where I can actually really look at the actual camera, because I'm too busy looking at the screen of the phone, and I'm sure you can all really notice it. Not very engaging. I'm doing it again and again and there. Too busy looking at myself. I'm not that pretty. And I'm certainly not that ugly neither. Although some may disagree, Whoa. Yo. Oh, man. Oh. Gee whiz. Right. That's a bit better. Got a bit of a dazzle there. Might stick a bit of tape underneath the camera to give myself a little reference, something to focus on to take me away from looking at the screen. God, not again. Oh my God, that's horrible. Well, the problem is when I do have the phone mount, it's right in the corner, so I can't exactly put the visor down. All the way. Great. I bet that's my brother. Can't answer it though. And I can't touch my phone. So I can't check anything. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna knock off, and I will, and I'll be back at the hotel in just a second. Okay, everyone. So now we are back at the hotel. So I'm going to try and keep this little bit as short as I possibly can, because I think we're going to be reaching quite a long time into this video, I'm sure, once I've got all of this rendering done. So yeah, so we'll just get started with this. So I've got 4 movies here, including the one that I spoke about that came through the post this morning. So, and the first one I've got is a film from 1942, and this is from Jack Turner, Jack Turner, and this is the movie Cat People. Now, this is I haven't taken this out of the cellophane because I've not gotten, obviously, as you can tell, I've not really gotten around to watching this yet, but I have seen this movie before, but it's been a very, very long time ago, and probably at a stage where I can't have been that old, to be honest. I think I must have been in my early teens or something like that, so I don't really remember an awful lot about the film, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in on this one. I will definitely do a segment on this at some point during the next couple of months. So that's Cat People. It actually I mean, I do know the gist of the story. It got a remake in, I believe, I think it was the 80s that it got a remake, and it didn't get received very well, nowhere near as well as this movie did. But this is from the Criterion Collection. I've literally only just noticed this now. So it comes with quite a lot of it comes with a few special features with this. It comes with an audio commentary from 2005 featuring the film historian Gregory Mank, with excerpts from an audio interview with actor Simone Simon, who I think, I'm pretty sure, it does say there, I was reading this just before, someone's the main actor in this, which is the woman on the front here, and then it has a documentary from 2008 focusing on Val Luton, who is the man in the shadows. Well, I'll just go off what it says here. Val Luton, The Man in the Shadows, a 2008 feature-length documentary that explores the life and career of the legendary Hollywood producer. I would say up until from his career from whenever that was, up until maybe the 70s and the early 80s, maybe. Not entirely sure. I'll have to do a little bit of homework on that one. Interview with Jack Turner from 1979. New interview with cinematographer John Bailey about the look of the film. A trailer plus an essay from critic Jeffrey O'Brien, whoever that is. So yeah, I'm looking forward to I'm really looking forward to getting back on board with this movie. Like I said, I don't remember an awful lot about this. It's quite a short movie though. It comes in at 73 minutes, which I think for that kind of era was pretty fairly standard. Really, I think I'm not 100%. No, I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, but that's cat people. That's cat people, everybody. Now the next one I've got is a jump into the Marvel universe, and this one has taken me quite a while to actually buy, and that is Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is probably the only Marvel movie I never got to see at the cinemas, so I'm looking forward to this. But as far as feedback comes about this movie, it didn't do extremely well. Well, I say it didn't do extremely well. It was apparently it wasn't as good as the first one, and it did have some issues with the main characters of the movie. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out, just to see if I feel the same way about those opinions that have been going around on YouTube about the movie in terms of reviews and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's Ant-Man and the Wasp, everyone. The next one was actually a movie I didn't think I would end up buying. I was trying to do a review on this not so long ago, and I just lost complete interest. I'm just going to take the price tag off this. This one came in at $19.99, and this is the Blu-ray 3D Blu-ray and digital, and obviously digital as they usually are nowadays for brand new movies, and that is Jason Statham's The Meg. I wasn't quite expecting to buy this, but I did see this at the cinemas and I actually quite enjoyed it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It knows exactly what it is and what it's trying to do, and yeah, so I probably will get around to finishing that review off. I didn't even start writing it, to be honest, but I did sort of do the I did kind of have the editing of all of the stuff done on my software on the computer. So yeah, I'll just have to wait and see how that goes. So that's the Meg. Right, okay, so we have got this unboxing. I have not opened this yet. I do know what it is, and this is what I've been looking forward to since I found out that this was coming out from Arrow. So let's get into this. This one is from Amazon, and we have here, taking something out that I'm really looking forward to. Waterworld, probably one of my favourite movies of all time. I absolutely love this movie. Right, let's get dug into this thing. I'm not going to try not to use any implements to get this open, because I do not want to damage this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my word. Okay, let's I won't take the J card off just yet because it just looks reasonably oh cool. In fact, I will take the J card off. There we go. Okay, so there's the case, as you can see, the spine, and at the back you've got that, which, if for those people who know what this is, that is the tattoo that is on Enola's back in the movie. So, premise of this movie is basically, if for those people that haven't seen this, you could say it's kind of very similar to Mad Max, except it's set on the ocean. And it's basically about this drifter who gets caught in the middle of a war between these ocean dwellers, there's all kinds of different tribes, but there's this specific one that the film focuses on called the Smokers, who their leader is played, I don't remember his name, and I should. The character's name anyway, played by Dennis Hopper, and he actually plays a pretty good villain in this in the film. He really does. Obviously, you've got Gene Triplehorn as well, and Michael Jeter. Rest in peace, my friend Edward Delacroix from The Green Mile. For as some people know him from, he's also been in a lot of other really cool movies as well. He had a part in Jurassic Park 3, which probably wasn't one of his best attempts, but the actual story itself, like I said, is about this drifter that gets caught in between this war between ocean dwellers, these different factions of them, and just like residents of the water basically, because obviously with being Waterworld, it's Earth that's been covered in water through environmental issues. And polar ice caps have melted, and it's basically just covered the whole planet with water. But and there's a little girl played by Tina Majorino, who I think it was a breakout movie, actually, to be honest. I might have to look into that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was one of her breakout movies. She was also in Karina with Ray Liotta and Whoopi Goldberg. But they're all fighting over this little girl. But I don't really want to tell. I basically have more or less given away the story anyway, but there's one more element to the story that I'm not going to give away. But it's basically Mad Max on water, and it's really cool. But the set itself, it comes with postcards. They're the same on all of them are exactly the same on one side. So I'll just show you the one. I'll show you one. All six have got that on the front of them, but on the back they've got different action shots. So we've got Kevin Costner riding the wire there. We've got him just as he comes out of the just as he comes out of the water in one of the first action scenes. This one here, where he's been caged in, ready to be recycled, as they say. Normally it would be a burial, but they use the bodies to recycle things, whatever. There's another from him looking to buy things. One with Gene Triplehorn and Tina Majorino there. And the Deacon, that was his name, the Deacon. There he is there, the Deacon, Dennis Hopper. Also comes with poster, two different posters. It's got cool. And again, as with the postcards, one has got the same one as the back of the postcards. There you can see it there, I think. And the one from the cover is there. That's getting framed. Also comes with a book, which I'm sure documents all sorts of really interesting things, especially, I would say, talking about some of the problems that happened during the production of the movie. It went through some real problems, this movie, in its production. I don't really want to go too far. I don't really want to go too far into them, but all I'll say, it was just one of those productions that just went to shit, basically. It really did. How they got this movie released, I have no clue. It was kind of like the problems that Steven Spielberg had with Jaws. So yeah, and the discs themselves. Oh, there's even more here. Oh, that's just a promotional card. I'll leave that one. Promo card for other titles. So we get 3 discs with this one. So we've got the theatrical cut, we have the TV cut. Oh, and we've got three versions of this, and the Ulysses cut, whatever that is. Now, I've seen this movie enough times to know what's been added into this, so I'm going to have an absolute blast watching this film. I really am, especially with this. And like I say, I'm absolutely overjoyed that I've got this. How I stumbled across this, I really do not know. But yes, so that is it for this video. I hope I haven't rambled on too much in this segment. I don't know how long this video is actually going to be once it goes through the rendering, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you like, and also make a comment on anything that I have talked about, or on any of the movies that I've gone through. And yeah, so that is me signing off. So I'm going to do my pleasantries now, everybody, and I will catch you next time.